I mean, this little routine won't take too long, so it shouldn't be too late getting into the lobby.
No. Right, let's move that into... what's our numbers then, or who've we got?
It's basically 1 to 5, George 2, Coil 3.
1 Steve, 2 George,
Yeah.
Coil 3. What's that?
I should be on the left or right?
I'm left, so I'm 4.
I think it's 4, Jack's fine.
Cool.
I don't know where the fuck they've gone.
He's like here, so I don't know where I am. Right, so hopefully we'll get them in the right spot. No, they're definitely not in the right place.
I've messaged him.
Cool. See if they're engaged yet. Hello.
Isn't it the freaking Irish that's deep fry shit? Like, isn't deep fried lasagna a thing? Like, that sounds good.
Nah, the Irish have some issues with apples or whatever.
Yeah, if you come over to the rocks this end, and then over by Captain Slowman,
Where are we going?
that'll be it.
What? Why is everybody coming back here?
Doing? Yeah, what the fuck?
Alright, we're going that way.
Yeah.
That way.
That way.
I'll follow the F40s.
Yeah, no, I'm in Tennessee for the whole summer because my dad lives down there and we smoke everything. Just gotta smoke it.
Just put the baby in the oven, smoke it.
Hell yeah.
What's the first thing that came to your head when you said smoking?
What, children? Maybe?
We've got there. We've got there.
Rock was on mute.
One.
Two. Three.
Tune.
Right.
Right there.
Right, okay, I'll pass power. James, you're gonna...
Good luck.
Maybe.
Right then, so the jets are ready and lined up on the runway. We shall be seeing them up in the air very, very shortly.
Hey yo, who pulled up with the fucking Mario helicopter over there?
So here they come.
Oh, that.
An air show? That's sick. Oh shit. Yo, that's awesome.
So welcome ladies and gents to tonight's show. Unfortunately we don't have the full 8 as we would like However, we do have the 5. This is our first show in several months, so it's good to be back and displaying in front of you. So out in front of you, the smoke will about to come on as they head up into our entry loop, celebrating the infamous date on the calendar of the French. This is the Bastille Loop. So hitting a height of about 6,000 feet, the jet at the bottom of our formation is the leader. Each jet and each pilot is assigned Athos, which is then coded with a number. So he is Athos 1, and he set up the team alongside ourselves and various others in June of last year. So in from the left hand side, painting the skies with some blue, white and red, this is the Bastille Bend. And as they exit to the right hand side, they're now going to reposition out to the right, changing position as they go up and to the right hand side. Back in the formation, you can see the change at the top of that turn. Now we're going to reposition towards the pier. Usually you'd see all 8 jets rolling upside down. Unfortunately, we only have the 5 tonight. So here they go, about to put the smoke on. All 5 jets going upside down in nice synchronized fashion. This is the dart roll. It looks easy, but that is probably one of our most difficult maneuvers to do. Rolling the entire formation, it's even harder as you increase the number of jets in the formation. And the team, of course, inspired by the real world's Patrouille De France, the French equivalent of the Red Arrows. Patrouille De France is also the oldest display team in the world. Originally started flying in the 30s and then was commissioned not long afterwards as the official display team of France. So that is where we're taking our inspiration from tonight. In from the left. On a slight angle, 45 degrees to the left, rolling the entire formation once again in the Falcon roll. So given as this is our first display back after several months off, we've been training for the last 2 to 3 weeks quite intensely, making sure that each pilot and their proficiency has improved after such a long break, making sure that they handle the turbulence and the movement of their jet in accordance to each other, making sure that our formations and movements are all coordinated as well as we can get them. The smoke's about to come on once again as they head up. The back 3 jets putting the smoke on. And up into a very, very slow loop. Now I'm expecting them to roll this out to the left hand side, which of course from our perspective is the right hand side. They're now going to bring that right round the bend. This would usually be in our A-ship formation, the Starship Bend. Starship, of course, taking inspiration from the efforts of the space program of Elon Musk with his SpaceX program, which also follows on from another SpaceX or space program that we would normally showcase in our 8-ship routine of Apollo. You can see the nose lights of the jets out into the distance. Now we should be expecting to see some more uniform manoeuvres as they enter in from the left hand side, just repositioning and making some tiny adjustments as we go. So notice how each jet tries to put as little input into the adjustment of the jet and also the speed. Here we go then, this is the rollbacks. So the outer jets now become the new inner jets and they'll be rolling around the outskirts of the formation. We'll do that twice before exiting to the right hand side. Nicely done as we head into the sunset towards the right. Repositioning. Athos 2 for tonight is George. He's also the owner of the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Display Team, which has also had a fairly long period of time off, showcasing the warbirds of World War II in the fights against the Nazi regime, or in the 1940s. With the Spitfires and the Hurricanes. Now repositioning in crowd centre. I'm expected to see the end of the first half of our short display today. Splitting the team into two in a nice uniform position, keeping the jets 2 jet widths apart as we head up into the first barrel roll. Now heading into the second in what we call La Cascade. Notice how they all flick the smoke off at the same point as well towards the right. Nicely done by the team. Athos 3 for tonight is Coyle. Coyle joined us towards the end of last year. It's been a great addition to our routine. See him with Athos 4, which is Patrick, our synchro lead for this year. Get ready, this is Les Cylinder. So Athos 2 rolling as smoothly as he can, whilst 3 and 4 roll around the outskirts of his smoke. Nicely done for our first attempt back on the scene. They're now going to reposition. So having started out in June of last year, that's when we went full time. The inspiration was taken from both the team leader and the leader of another team who's now joined us after the Red Arrows and Patrouille De France did a joint fly pass over London and Paris. So in from the left, now we can see the nose lights once again. We're now going to expect to see what we call implosion. So get those cameras ready. The outer do switch positions whilst Athos 2 pulls up and rotates back towards his normal position. Doing that twice as they exit to the right hand side. Athos 4 is Patrick, which we've already said. He's our synchro lead and would normally be Athos 7. And he took over from Athos 12, which was Ryan, who was our former synchro lead before having to prioritise real world life commitments. So he took on the position and has enhanced our synchro section of the team a great deal. So watch the team now as they reposition out in front of you. Each jet is now going to put the smoke on. It's one of our favourite manoeuvres of our full routine. Get ready, they're about to split in La Papillon. Now they're about to join in the middle once again before splitting again in La Papillon break. Nicely done there by the boys. And Athos 5, which completes the team tonight, is Jack. Jack has flown several positions around the team and has become one of the most versatile pilots that we've got, purely because of the variations in his position around the team. So we should be expecting to see, looking left and right, here we go, it's the double rolls. So meeting each other, closing at a speed of 800 miles an hour. Barrel rolling once they've crossed in the middle. Now we should be expected to see the jet towards your right hand side, just holding short. And his job is to fly through an inverted V created by the rest of the team. So the other four jets should be in a nice wide V shape. And it's the job of Athos 4 to fly straight through this. So here he comes with the red smoke on. Get those cameras ready. In a full 8 ship, this is our favourite manoeuvre as he gets ready to fly straight through as we fly Kaleidoscope. So we've got the front three painting the skies with some blue, white and red. Athos 5 rolling around the outskirts of their smoke as they exit to the right hand side. Now we should be expecting our penultimate manoeuvre coming up. So our job at Athos 10, both myself and Matt, we are the team manager, supervisor and commentator. Now it's our job to point your eyes in the right direction, making sure you get the most out of our routine, but also improving the display from a crowd perspective behind the scenes, so you get an improved display each and every time we get up and airborne. So here we go, the two jets from the right to left, performing a nice, smooth, mirrored roll. Nicely done there by those two. Now if you look straight ahead, we're now going to roll this formation with some blue and white. Get ready, they're about to split over the top. This is one for the cameras, one for the Instagram pages. This is Elise. Pulling up as they exit. Now it's the time to finalise our display. So all the 5 jets are now going to regroup and rejoin. The apologies that it is a much shorter routine than we have displayed for you previously. But we should, and we are, still ongoing with a new routine, a very exciting routine to showcase to you. So hopefully at a later date we'll be able to showcase that to you. But now it's the final break. This is the 2021 GTA Aerobatic Team, the PDNS. So as they split, what we're going to do is just rejoin for one last time. Getting ready for our final flight pass before we get ready to land. If you look over to the control tower over the left hand side, you should see the nose lights of the jets just rejoining up on each other as we troop the colours for the last time tonight. So there's some pictures if you haven't already. And thank you for watching the 2021 Patrouille De Santos. Apologies, it's not our usual 8s, but hopefully we'll be back soon with our new 8-ship routine for future car meets that you hold moving forward. So that's it. That's it from me at Athos 10. Athos 10 signing out. Not bad, boys, not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, well, I mean, it will be, won't it? Oh.
King player was down.
George, can you please speak up? We literally can't hear you.
I can hear George.
I was going to say, he's not that bad for me.
He's like fucking 1 decibel for me.
Pretty normal for me. I mean, he's never really loud, but...
Smoke on.
Yeah, it was a good effort, guys. That was not too bad.
This video was like improvised with a team.
Yeah. Well, we've got a bit of a better understanding of it for the second one, so that is literally him messaging me now. Yeah, James, I forgot to mention rollbacks.
No, it's all good. I knew you were sort of setting up as you headed to the left hand side anyway. I thought, oh, not just a pretty face.
Thanks.
So is this next one straight after?
Yeah, he's asking where we are, so...
Cool.
Well, he's asking for it.
Shall I end this stream and start a new one?
Keep it going.
Keep it going, cool.
2 displays in one stream, innit?
That's it. Well, I might change the music actually.
Sent us some pretty good feedback. Everyone's been messaging and saying it's cool. No. I'm going to join on this guy, and then you join on the other side.
Yeah. You eating your mic, George? You left the session yet today?
No, I'm just
Oh, come on.
messaging. I've just got in that.
Does feel good to be back there, I must admit.
Yeah.
Does feel good.
Just need to find our edge again.
That's it.
And, we get more than 5 of us. at least we've got 5, because 4 would have been.
4 would have been a ball, ain't? Yeah.
He sent us a
5
screenshot
that's simple it is.
of someone in the Discord that said that the narration is cool, but to be honest, kinda hard to understand.
What's that?
Someone, so you know the screenshots you sent us of the Discord of him, all these people, like giving us feedback. One said, narration is cool, but to be honest, kinda hard to understand.
God, George, you're such a fucking killjoy, aren't you? All that.
Well, yeah, because most of them, some of them weren't actually, well, English speaking, let's say, so... Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Also, on that same message, it says, it really feels like I'm at an event. So... Yep, this feeling. Yeah, no, I'll put them there. Right.
Yeah, had some good feedback from the host, so...
So I need to invite
I'll
you.
send it to you, there's loads of them. Put it in the Discord.
Coil European Online. See. Now that should be everyone then.
What's happening now, Ian? Don't know when you sent that message, actually. It was only 5 minutes ago. This one's a slightly busier lobby, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Jay, that's a nice hangar full of stuff on the street.
Where are we doing this one?
I've just asked him to make his way to the beach. I don't know where they are.
The majority of them are... They're here, aren't they?
Hang on. I just thought it's a hangar party. They might not want to move.
Well, let's just do the shit we're just got. Hangar party?
Yeah.
How are they going to be able to see us in the hangar?
Back with them. Got a lot of good confidence. Yeah, that's not engine. You want to check out whether that's working. No. Well, you know, it's not long range, has it? So let's just hope for the best.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I think the old days before we knew it.
Oh no, we're fine.
So we're going to keep this here then?
I'm just waiting for him to reply.
Yeah.
He's seen the message, he might be organised and stuff. I mean, we can wing it at the hangar, can't we, if they want to stay there?
There's someone from After Dark in here. Jurassic.
Jurassic? Oh, Jurassic's a legend.
Is he?
And,
Jurassic's a legend.
do you want to create an MC, Steve?
If I can. Oh, that's got to be good.
It's not COVID, by the way. Well, two of them are at the beach.
Is everyone in the PDLS? Crew tab?
Well, it should be from last time we went in the level as a crew.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe that.
For me, there's just an oppressor out there and no more.
So let's see if anyone's in the game chat.
Oh, really? And we're in the same
Oh, that's what that was for.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that.
Hello. What's happening?
Hell yeah. Go.
That was smart. Alright.
That was smart.
Are you lot planning to stay over at the hangar?
All about good or smart.
No, so it's... Right, okay.
James, do you want to see if some of them on our list should be better than you?
Yeah.
We'll make my way over, but I think some of them are stranded. I'll open them up.
Right.
Found a helicopter that ended up on his side.
No, don't worry. You must have a long plan.
Very well. Are you going to set your clock to get up? What are you going to say, yeah?
I know you're gonna say, yeah. I said I messaged Steve about it as well. The thing I messaged you. Just remember, Paul, we are live.
Au revoir.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Is it about?
Yeah.
Who's this?
I just picked her up. She was at the airport. Yeah. What's her name? I said, oh.
I know, it's exactly about that.
These on budget, so
I'm going to see ya.
Right, James, I've just said that you're joining the game chat.
yeah.
Apparently the whole time I've been in this lobby and the last lobby, it's been recording Rockstar clips and then the fucking storage is full.
We seem to have got a follow-up. We have a sixth jet.
I think it's a modded jet as well, isn't it?
These lot are further over.
Say again, sorry?
These lot are slightly further over.
I mean, it's not...
Yeah.
I mean, it's made a good rep.
I could have been dead all along.
Right. Are we ready?
Are we doing the same thing?
Same thing, yeah. Alright.
Right then, welcome ladies and gents to the show that we have for you tonight.
Lead pilot just told me those rocks right there will be the best view for the air show.
Yes, if you come over by the helicopter.
I'm so excited.
Here to the rocks, and then we'll go straight out of this and explode it. Oh, there's another helicopter over here.
I'm just gonna record everything. I don't want to miss a second.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh, don't go in the water.
Right then, so we should be expecting to see the jets getting up very, very shortly.
Alright, so I'm gonna cut the music.
I can't see a torch.
Alright guys, and we're gonna turn commentary over the Patrouille De Santos team.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying, brother. And they are going to put on a show for us today.
Thank you very much for having us. We're very, very excited. It's our first day of getting back up in the air after several months of inactivity. So here we go, getting airborne over by the city. So get us cameras ready. Right now, so repositioning out at Crowd Centre. Normally we have 8 jets. Unfortunately we don't have that for you tonight, so we're going to stick with our 5. And just as we start, the rain's about to come in. So we're going to put our smoke on as we get ready to pull up into our entry loop. One of the most prominent features on the French calendar is Bastille. So to celebrate that, this is our Bastille loop. So heading up to about 6,000 feet, the leader with the white smoke is Athos 1. Each jet is call signed Athos and then assign their number depending on their position in the team. So Athos 1 in the middle with the white smoke is the leader. We set up the team last June with ourselves and several others. He's now going to lead the team in from the left hand side. This is the Bastille Bend. So as they exit out to the right hand side, they're now going to pull up 45 degrees to the right hand side, changing the formation on the way up. The rain just making it a little bit more difficult for us with the turbulence, so we're just keeping a little bit of a wider position than we normally would. Now in our usual 8-ship display, you would see all 8 jets getting ready to go upside down. However, we only have the 5 jets today, so get ready with those cameras. We're about to flick the smoke on. Each jet is about to go upside down, so here we go. And this is the dart roll. So over the top at about 3,500 feet, it looks easy, but this is actually probably one of our most technically difficult manoeuvres of our routine. Purely because of the fact that you're rotating all of the team and trying to synchronise it and make it look as smooth as possible. And of course, the more jets you add to that formation, the more difficult it is. So now I'm just going to reposition out towards the left hand side. I know there's a little bit of fog as well, making it a little bit more difficult. If you look over to the left by LSIA, you should see the nose lights of the jets coming in very shortly, as we've changed the formation once again in what we call Falcon. Now we're going to put up 45 degrees to the left hand side, and once again all of the jets are going to go upside down as we present the Falcon roll. Carrying on, even though it is unfavourable weather. So out into the distance, we're now going to reposition. So Athos 2 for tonight is George. He is the leader of the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Display Team, or the BBMF for short, showcasing all the warbirds of World War II. And the Allied forces of the British and American for the more prominent nations. So in at crowd centre. There it is, the smoke's coming on. And I'm going to head up into a very, very slow loop. Let's just make sure that the formation is held as well as we can get in. It's normally 8 jets, because it's such a long formation normally. We tend to lose the formation just slightly, so what we normally do is use a couple of clever techniques to bring the formation back together. Team that we display a part of and showcase today is the Patrouille De France, and that's the oldest display team in the world, originally starting out in the 30s and then was officially commissioned as the official display team of France not too long after that. Taking part in several displays across the world, just like the Red Arrows you all know of, also the Blue Angels and Thunderbirds of the US as well. Now out to the left hand side, one of our more dynamic manoeuvres when in formation. The smoke's about to come on. The 2 inner jets next to the leader are now going to roll on the outskirts and become the outer jets. So we're going to do this in what we call the rollbacks. We're now going to do this twice, so all the jets are in their right and correct positions. That looks more impressive with our normal 8 ship. So for the last couple of months we've been inactive due to the team having a break, and also we are starting to work on our new routine, bringing much bigger, much better formations and manoeuvres. So hopefully we'll be able to showcase that to you moving forwards in the future. Now we're going to start the second half of our display. Normally you see this team split into 2 different sections. However, just because there's 5, we're now going to pull up into the first of 2 barrel rolls. There they go. It should be easier now for the second half as the rain clears. Get ready. We're about to head into second as we fly La Cascade. notice how they all flip the smoke off at the same position, which they've completed that. Bounce to the right hand side. Now, keep your eyes to the right. And you'll see a new manoeuvre which was implemented in our last routine for 2021 before changing it again, which was still work in progress. Get ready, this is a less cylinder. So the second jet is going to complete nice smooth rolls, which is very, very difficult. Whilst 3 and 4 roll around the outskirts of his smoke. Nicely done there as they exit to the left hand side. Athos 3 for this year is Coyle. Coyle joined us towards the end of last year. He's been a great addition to the team and has flown in a couple of positions around the team, so has diverse experience with us. Now in from the left, this is Implosion. So the two outer jets swap positions. They're now going to do that once again with the back jet of number 2 pulling up and rotating around himself. Unfortunately, we can't bring you that 8 ship, which people love to see. It has various different dynamic manoeuvres, from the formations in our first half to the dynamic in our second half of our display. So we should be expecting to see the jets coming in at crowd centre very, very shortly for one of our personal favourites. Get those cameras ready if you haven't already. This is one for the cameras. Get ready, they're about to split. Here they go. They're about to join in the middle as we perform the La Papillon break. Nicely done there by the boys. Now what we're going to do is something called the double rolls. So we're going to see 2 jets from either side approaching each other at a closing speed of over 800 miles an hour. Here they go. So trying as hard as they can to meet just in front of you. There they go. And barrel rolling once they've crossed with that blue and red smoke, which looks nice in the background of the sunset that we're getting. Now what we're going to do, the jet towards the right hand side, which has just crossed you, he's now going to hold whilst we wait for the rest of the team to create an inverted V for him to fly into. This is one of the most spectacular ones of our display in our normal 8 ship. It's one of our, well, it is our personal favourite of the display. So here he goes, flying straight through as we perform Kaleidoscope. So it's Athos 4, which is Patrick for this year, exits to the left. The front 3 jets exit to the right with Athos 5 rolling around their smoke. Athos 4, of course, being Patrick, has taken on the role very, very well. And has been a great addition to our synchro section our more dynamic section of the team. Has really created and improvised an impressive routine for us to showcase to you at events. So here we go. This is a very, very steady mirror roll with the two red smoke jets as they exit to the left hand side. Santos 5 for tonight is Jack. Jack joined us a little while ago and has flown in various different positions around the team. So he's
my bad, son. I didn't mean to do that, dog.
So he's one of our more experienced pilots when it comes to the different areas around the team. So here we go. In front of you, this is Elise. Nicely done there by the front three. And now what we're going to do is form all 5 jets that we have tonight for one final time. Our job as Athos 10 is the team manager, supervisor and commentator, pointing your eyes in the right direction at the right time to make sure you enjoy as much as you can from our display routine. And behind the scenes trying to perfect our display, although it might be a little bit rough on the edges tonight given several months off. So in at crowd centre, straight out in front of you, this is the Drapeau Francais. The smoke's about to come on. Get those cameras ready for the final break. So ladies and gents, boys and girls, you've been watching the 2021 PDLS. So what we're going to do is join up for one final time in our finale fly past, just to say thank you in appreciation for coming out and watching us tonight, which has even more appreciation given the fact that we haven't displayed for several months. It's nice to be out and meet several car crews and different people as well. So that's been a really, really good night for us. Thank you very much for having us as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate the show.
So hopefully when we get our full 8 ship, you'll be having us back so we can show a proper display for you. So I've been Athos 10. Athos 10 signing out. No worries, man, no worries. Thank you very much for having us.
Awesome. Edit all of that.
Alright guys. Well now it's time for the playlist.
Smoke up.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I think the fucking name of the joke.
Think that, yeah.
Breaking.
Flew straight to the middle in Kaleidoscope as well, didn't they? Muppet.
Well, like I say, considering that rain, it wasn't half bad.
No.
helicopter was down secret.
And George didn't crash either.
I know. That's big to the chin, James. Still haven't handled that. Smoke on. Is Callum messaged you our plan for Fairfield?
No, he's just messaged me.
We're going Wednesday night, we're staying overnight, and then going on Thursday.
Right. Mystical Unicorn says thank you.
Yeah, it's just messaged as well. Yeah, that wasn't too bad tonight, actually, I must admit. First night outing. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm reasonably happy. It's a shame we couldn't get saved, but
Yeah, yeah.
that's when everyone for coming and sticking it out.
Wicked like that.
I want to go have a look at James' new helicopter.
See you, Jack. Bye.
Bye.
Catch you later.
That is a nice helicopter, James.
Do you know where I got it from?
Go on.
Robbed it.